Good morning, it's Ollie here from roastmylandingpage.com, and today I'm going to roast the page of Llama Life. And Llama Life is a productivity tool by a indie maker called Mary, and it's hit 800 paying customers, which is about $5,000 in MRR. So there's some really great stuff on this landing page. It breaks a couple of design rules, which I think is very interesting and does an amazing job at building pain. So let's walk through it and learn what you can about improving landing page conversion with Llama Life. So first up, we've got this hero which says, say goodbye to never-ending lists and hello to daily bliss. Whiz through your monstrous to-do list, finish work on time and live a little, do the stuff you said you would. And then there's a nice illustration over here. So recently I've been talking about landing page before and after, so showing your visitor what life would be like after adopting your product. Llama Life does that really well. It basically says at the moment life is never-ending lists and soon it will be daily bliss. You can whiz through your monstrous to-do list, finish work on time and live a little, and do the stuff you said you would. So we're using really great benefits language here, talking about why this tool or set of functions actually matter to the person, and that is ultimately like you can get your work done and you can go and do the cool stuff that you want to with your day. So great hero language here. I'm a big fan of this. There's a couple of other interesting things in the hero. So we've actually got this call to action, give me focus. So when I scroll over it, the call to action comes into focus. So frequently I say don't break established design patterns. So blurring a call to action would be seemingly illogical, but because of the nature of the tool and because of how tonally it fits with giving focus, I actually think this is really cool. It's got a bit of character, it stands out, and it's a little bit of delight for people. As well as that, it says try for free and welcome bliss back into your life. No credit card up front. So we're removing doubts that people might have. You've landed here and you're thinking, okay, can I make a commitment to a trial of some form? Will I have to get my credit card out? That's been addressed. Finally, we've got some social proof in the form of where it's been seen and a testimonial. My modern suggestion for the testimonial might say who it is, have a picture of them and just embellish it. There's some research that suggests that testimonial recall is improved when they're visual. So having a picture of the person there, their job title or something about them would just help embellish that a little bit. But this is a great hero. So if you followed my roasts before or my copywriting techniques, one of the things I've talked about is this technique called PASS, or pain agitate solution. Your visitor has a pain in their current workflow or in their day-to-day life that they want to address. You want to talk about that pain and agitate it. So here's a great example of it on Llama Life. How many times a day do you tell yourself you need to get stuff done? How much is procrastination holding you back? Are opportunities passing you by? Failing to manage your time may already be costing you a great deal. You're waking up with long to-do lists. Your list gets longer and longer and has become overwhelming. You're never starting on anything. Now look, in reality, probably it's not as extreme for people. They are probably quite productive. They're getting 80% of things done. But using this language to agitate that feeling really riles me up and gets me wanting to understand, okay, how are you going to fix this for me, Llama Life? So this is a great example of pain building. And what we'll see is how pain building can then convert people by introducing the product at the right time. So let's keep going and have a look at that. So now we have a section of the landing page which I like to call the product reveal. The visitor has been agitated. They're ready to sedate that pain. They want a solution, and that's what you do. You introduce your product, your service, your tool. So it says here, meet your new best friend, SUP. Unlike other task managers, Llama Life is designed to help you work through a list. So you're not just making lists, you're completing them. So what's interesting about this language, which is the unlike language, is we're directly comparing this solution with other solutions. We're calling out the difference between how Llama Life approaches productivity and all those other tools do. So when the user is moving to a point where they want to convert, they may start thinking about other solutions. So using unlike language is really powerful here. I love that. So the social proof continues with more testimonials. They're nice and short and concise, which is really important. I've managed to finish all my work early today for the first time in days. I'm more productive than ever, even compared to when I was using Pomodoro. So nice comparison again. A low pressure, but extremely helpful way to keep me on task. And what's interesting again here is that these testimonials are really focused on the outcomes, what life looked like after implementing the tool. It doesn't just say things like, I love the tool, or the tool is really fun, or I love the llama, which are all legitimate comments too. But what it focuses on is what life looked like after implementing the tool. Again, I would consider introducing images just to support these, but they're nice, concise, and outcome focused. So this is great. And now the product is actually being introduced visually, so we can actually see the key and critical screens in the product. So before, we kind of had some of the product philosophies and outcomes, and now we actually have great product visuals highlighting key screens to the user. And that's supported with a demo, which is nicely embedded. Just be mindful that demos and videos don't always get great interaction. Often it's less than 15% plays, so don't keep critical info. But what I do like here is that it explicitly says it's a product demo and you need to click the play button. Seems obvious, but that is not the case. Make it explicitly clear that those videos are there to be watched and what is in them, rather than leaving them sort of floating there without any direction to the visitor. So nice continuation of the product reveal there. Here we've got the functional list. So we've done a lot of benefits language. Now we're just going to talk about what the product can actually do. We've got task timers, emoji grouping, smart shortcuts, preset lists. What I like is these are nice, they're concise, they use a visual. So they're very clear and easy to scan. However, if you want to understand a certain tool a bit more, you can click it and find out exactly how it works. I like these micro animations that show them in action. They're not long videos, they automatically play. And it shows that there's some thought and some consideration put behind each of the key functions of the app. So I really like that as a way to showcase and articulate the key functions of the product. So here we have even more social proof. I would probably argue, as Mary seems to, that you can't really get enough social proof. Other people saying that your product is great, especially if those people look and sound like me, is really, really powerful on a landing page. So we've got more of these text testimonials, and we've got what we now call a wall of love. So these are taken from Twitter and embedded here, potentially using a tool or just hardwired in. What's great about embedding social posts is they do feel slightly more authentic. Of course, you can ask people to make these posts, but it tends to be that people won't share things they're not comfortable with publicly, and therefore these feel really legitimate. So that's a great wall of love and more social proof on the Llama Life landing page. And there's even here a call to action where you can submit your own testimonial, which means this landing page is working to build more social proof. So love that as well. So next up, we have the pricing section, and there's some cool things in this as well. So first of all, we're repeating the copy from the hero. It says, say goodbye to never-ending lists and hello to daily bliss. Now, it doesn't actually introduce it as pricing. Sometimes I think clarity over copy or style, but I do like the repetition of the key message, the key benefits language. We've got nice simple pricing options. We've got monthly and annual. There's no confusion that these are just variations on the same thing. They look stylistically the same, but we have a call out here just saying that you can save money versus the monthly plan. As well as that, we address common questions or doubts people might have at the point of converting or buying in this case. So no ads, no spam, your data is safe. If you become a paid supporter, you'll be endorsing an independent developer. If you're an agency or a team, let's have a chat. Do you want to gift it? You're a good friend, here's how you do it. So I love the fact that common doubts and questions are being addressed right there next to the call to action to purchase. So there are a lot of things to love on this page, and I'm really impressed by it. So I'm going to keep going and explain everything that I like here. You don't necessarily need to have a long page with all of these elements. In fact, I would probably test taking some of these elements out just to see if it makes a difference, because managing a long page is difficult, but everything here has kind of earned its place in terms of driving conversion. So it might be worth testing, but I still love it. And what we have here is, in effect, use cases. So we're describing different contexts in which you might want to use it. Get through writing your master's thesis, level up on focus study sessions, keep everyone on track during Zoom meetings, manage daily stand-ups, plan and run online classes and lessons. So the reason you might do this is because someone might have gone through this page and then said, okay, it's cool. Is it for me? And by explicitly saying this is one of the use cases, this is one of the times you might use it, you're comparing it, or you're saying to that person, yes, it is for you. It fits with what you're currently doing and improves it. So I like the use cases because they tend to resonate a lot more with visitors. People can say, okay, this is what I'm currently doing. This is for me. Love it. So this is a module that I have seen occasionally and I do love, because I like pages that are brave and try new things. Here we're talking about Llama Life not being for everyone. So it is for you if you'd like to make more effective use of your time, you're managing tasks that must end on time or else they go on forever, you're struggling to start on tasks. Note that these are almost universal when it comes to productivity. And it's not for you if you're looking for a large-scale project management tool. You're looking for a traditional to-do list to hold tasks you'll get to someday. You're looking for a Kanban board tool. You think Llama Life will solve everything. These things are kind of a little bit more like edge cases. Yes, there's some proper use cases in there, proper personas, looking for different types of tools, but ultimately 98% of people are going to fall into this. However, by splitting it out like this, it makes Llama Life seem like they've really considered the type of product and who it's for. And that is amazing as a conversion technique. It's putting a stake in the ground and saying, this is what we're about. This is what we're great at. This is what we believe in terms of productivity. Are you coming along with us? So I really like this element. And if you're good at copywriting, you can do this. If you're not so good, it might be a bit more of a struggle. You definitely don't want to include things here that overlap with here. Anyway, really fun, love it, keep going. So there's two final elements that I would like to share with you that I really love on the Llama Life landing page. So this first one is the letter from the founder. And in this case, it says, hello, I'm Marie, your Chief Productivity Officer, your CPO. I'm also the founder, engineer, designer, and customer support at Llama Life. If you are targeting indie makers, early stage founders, anyone that fits into that type of persona, there is some value in talking about who you are and your story. In fact, on many landing pages, the About Us link is one of the most clicked links. So the optimization of the About Us page or giving your story is something people are interested in and is critical to conversion. So I like this. I definitely like it on maker products, and it just gives some personality, some character. It gives a story to buy into and become part of. So consider introducing yourself on your landing page. Well done if you made it this far. It has been really fun to roast this landing page, and there are so many things of note that I wanted to point out. And this final element is the call to action. We have repeated the call to action just above the footer here, and that's because if someone makes it down here and they're now ready to act, they have the ability to do so. So we have it here. It's really awesome. And this has been proven to increase conversion. To restate the call to action just above the footer, there's lots of A/B tests that say that this does increase conversion. So please do implement it on your landing page. There's also something really cute here, which is basically saying, look, we get it, you're busy. So if you don't want it now, I'm going to send you a one-time email. This is so cool. Lots of people will leave your landing page because something else has popped up in the 30 seconds they spent reviewing your site. Give them the option to drop an email and send them an email later saying, we're still here. you will definitely drive conversions from this. Two amazing parts to that final element. Well done. Love it. And that's another roast for you. It's Ollie here, roastmylandingpage.com. Check it out. Have a great day. Thank you, Marie, for such a cool landing page. I loved it. Cheers.